My name's Hamish. I live in Wellington and I'm a student, so I know approximately about 400 DJs.
That's a good start. Okay.
Drum and bass has experienced like a crazy uptake in popularity within the last couple of years. Like my experience with it in high school, I didn't hear a single drum and bass song like that entire time. And nowadays, you can't go a weekend without hearing something like that.
Like our student life is built on a foundation of drum and bass at this point. Friday nights, Saturday nights and Wednesday nights, something drum and bass is related is happening. And particularly like this is coming from a Wellington perspective, so it's so strong here.
My name's Brendan Courtney. My DJ name I go by Breezy. I live in Wellington, been living here since I was 6 years old and I currently flat in Mount Vic.
I'm Alistair, I'm 20, I'm a student. From Christchurch originally, born in the UK, study up in Wellington, I go by Kingdom. So I'm third year now, 3 years through my degree. First year when I first got here was 2018. From then, it's come on leaps and bounds. It's prevalent in every house party you go to, pre's, gigs. Students here love it. Not everyone loves it, but like majority love it.
My name's Jacob Barber. My alias is High Vibe. That's my DJ name. And I'm from Hawke's Bay and I'm currently living in Wellington. So I'm a DJ and producer. I've been producing for a while now. Just got into mixing like early last year. Like I feel like no one really wants to go out the same that they used to do if there's not like a gig on or anything like that. It's way more incentive if there's drum and bass playing, and I feel like the impact it's had on the New Zealand scene is huge because it just kind of brings people together.
I think the community as a whole is one that's really tight-knit. Everyone involved is just really friendly, really open, really respectful towards everyone else in the scene. And there's a mutual respect between people that enjoy drum and bass where you can just click off and have a yarn. That sort of community has had a massive impact on the people here. And that's why you've seen such a rise in the popularity of gigs put on by people like Breaking Beats, Coastal Promotions, C1s.
It's so perfect for us as a generation. It's a digital format. So it perfectly suits our lifestyles.
The energy that you feel when like listening to a drum and bass set, it's just like unmatched, eh? Like it's the pace, it's the timing, it's the way that the songs are structured. Like they're made to kind of blend together, and that's what makes the sets like so interesting and so like powerful to listen to, because it's just that energy. It's just consistent across like an entire set.
I mean, whatever music you listen to shapes you as a person. And it's made, I think the whole, for lack of a better word, like the rave behaviour, in terms of like the accepting space that you have in a rave has helped me as a person kind of be more confident in a weird way, like being able to go and dance. I wouldn't be able to do that before drum and bass came out, but the like sort of trance-like nature of drum and bass, and just that kind of everybody's here for the same thing. We're all on the same wavelength.
It's become a lot more accessible for students. I think for a while, when I first got here, it was basically just breaking beats. Now, if you're a student, you can like mix. You could probably get a gig somewhere. That's how accessible it is. Like, I know a lot of good DJs that don't play out, but it's great for students, to be fair. It's all student run now. Even the Coastal Promotions, they're all students, I think. And the stuff at Betty's is like all predominantly students. So it's a big community.
Festivals in New Zealand are solely understanding that people are going to festivals for the drum and bass acts. And you can see, like, if you look at R&V posters, for example, the size of, say, like Wilkinson's name or other returning DJs, they slowly make their way up the list and they slowly get bigger.
I don't see this wave stopping at all. Even now, it's still gaining popularity. Last year, you would hear drum and bass at parties, and that's about it. This year, I've started to notice people, like I've been hearing drum and bass blasting from cars as they go past. And
I sometimes think about when I first saw Andy C. He came when I was a fresher. We went along to a show. It was Breaking Beats, and at that stage, there were only, it was the Grand, so it was probably only about 250 there. And like we all thought, oh, it's a huge gig, like that's mean. And then you look at it this year, and they sold 1,000 tickets in a minute. And then now they upped it to 4,000 people or something? Yeah, at the TSB Arena. So they literally went from not just from a club, they jumped to the warehouse, and now it's an arena, and that's just like too much of an example of how much it's grown. And like honestly, I think that's the biggest move I've seen Wellington make.
And our generation have really like brought it to the surface, and really propelled it. And I think as younger and younger generations keep getting introduced to it, it's only going to keep taking off. And I think, like, to be honest, this is like early days. Like it's only just going to get better from here.